Hey guys, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and I've got a process video here for you. I did something a little different with this layout, and unfortunately I didn't show you what I did before I did it because I actually wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, so I wasn't sure that I wanted to have some video evidence just in case it was a mess. But this is for the Cheeky Studio design team, and I'm also entering it in for the White with One challenge. So that challenge was to use white, obviously, with the color, it was like blaze orange, I believe. So I actually did have a few orange things in my stash, and I had a bunch of orange ephemera pieces from the Cheeky Studio Autumn Beauty Kit. So I said, why don't I put that together? The only problem I was having was finding a white piece of cardstock. So what I used was sort of like a shiplap type pattern. It is white, so I think that works. And then I took this big giant 12 by 12 stencil and an Ingrid Bohm chalk ink, and I kind of stamped that stencil onto the pattern paper. And that Ingrid Bohm, I cannot say that. The color I think was Rusty Attic, which is kind of a weird name. And it's a very kind of bright orange, maybe a little bit rusty, I don't know. But that's what I decided to use because obviously it fit with the color scheme of the challenge. And then I also took some old tattered angels in Harvest Orange misting spray and just added a couple of sprays and dots here and there. And I'm just trying to think of a way that I can put these pictures and all of those circles that I cut out, those circles in the orange pattern papers. Those are from an 8x8 paper pad. I'm not sure who the manufacturer is, but I've had that paper pad for so long. And I just haven't really used it. I struggle with using the smaller paper pads because I just enjoy having the larger 12 by 12 pieces of paper. But it had the orange paper in it, so I said, well, that'll be perfect. And I don't tend to use orange that much because I have to be honest with you, it is not one of my favorite colors. There are some of the embellishments that I'm going to be pulling in here. And I know that one has more colors on it than just white and orange. I mean, brown and black, I think it said blue could be used as an accent color, maybe like a navy. I don't know. So anyway, I'm talking about how I don't like orange. It's just a little much for me. I mean, I don't mind it when it's in like those ephemera pieces. I love the different orange shades on that pumpkin there, or like on leaves or something. But when I've got it on cardstock or scrapbook paper, it just seems so bold, and it's just too much, and I have trouble toning it down. So actually doing the white background with the orange on top of it is probably a good idea because then you're not so orangey. So those little ephemera pieces that I had picked, there were some leaves and a pumpkin, and some of the cut-aparts were the perfect color from the Autumn Beauty collection. And then I had something, that little orange square with the glasses on it is Jelly Bean Soup, I believe. And then these are the old Prima Amber Moon stickers. I was just kind of cutting out ones that had like black and orange on them. I really love the sentiments on those stickers, and I haven't used a whole bunch of them, obviously, as you can see. So I was really trying to go through my stash, and since I felt like this was going to be a very ephemera heavy type layout, yeah, I wanted to make sure that I had enough ephemera in my stash. Those pictures are from a trip to the farm that I took with my daughter one Saturday. I've been scrubbing a lot of those pictures, so you've probably seen other pictures from that excursion before. And she was going through they had a section in an old greenhouse where they had like bins full of corn instead of sand for the kids to play in, and in order to get to them you had to go through this little hay maze. She'd never done one before, so in the first picture there up on the left, she went the wrong way, but then she made her way out, so that's good. I've got an orange banner piece there. I don't know what that came from. it was just in my stash. It was actually in my ribbon drawer. I don't know why. But it's just a piece of paper. I love the rainbow on the other side, but I needed the orange, obviously, for the challenge. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm just kind of measuring where I want to put it. I feel like I had also looked at a sketch. Of course, I put that down wrong, and then trying to peel that like super gluey stuff up is a nightmare. I feel like I might have looked at a Pinterest sketch or something in order to get the inspiration to use those circles, because normally I don't use circles, and I have a Spellbinders die cut machine where I can cut circles. I have a circle punch. I have a Creative Memories circle cutter thing, and I just don't use circles that often. I don't know why. So I'm glad that I challenged myself to do something a little bit differently. This whole thing was, a challenge, using the orange, the color that I don't like, using circles, which is not something I do often. And then, trying to figure out how best to get those pieces put down on the page. So hopefully I'll be getting to the ephemera soon. This always takes the longest sometimes, figuring out where to put things. While I am still doing that in this video, the Autumn Beauty ephemera and the Autumn Beauty paper are still available in the Cheeky Studio store, so definitely check that out. You can use my discount code COOKSCRAP10, save 10% on your order. And here I'm just going to use some craft foam to pop up that bottom cluster, because I didn't want it, I knew it was going to overlap the first cluster, but I wanted it to at least be kind of popping away from it so that everything wasn't just so flat. And that's craft foam that I've had for months. I bought it a long time ago at Walmart. And it was definitely a good investment, because I still have plenty of pieces of this craft foam to use up. And now I think it's time for the ephemera. Oh, I end up using my title from an American Craft Stickers piece. There's something that said "Stay Wild." And I don't know, it was white, so I didn't have to try to look for like orange letters. I definitely don't have orange letters. But I thought the Stay Wild was kind of fitting for this, just kind of running around outside and exploring. And I ended up covering up that blue bird on the cut apart with the embellishment cluster. So I don't think I have to worry about that disqualifying me from the challenge. That little bird is from the Autumn Beauty ephemera piece, super cute. There are flowers and leaves. I decided to save the pumpkin because I do have some pictures of us actually picking pumpkins. Unfortunately, I don't have any more of the Autumn Beauty paper, so I'm gonna have to get some more of that. And I think there might be a sale going on right now. On the Cheeky Studio website, so I might have to take advantage of that, because I definitely need some more of this pattern paper. And there we are, just kind of, if you pop up the photo cluster, you've got to pop up any of the embellishments that are hanging off the side, like that one. This was a really fun kit. The November kit was really great. So if you didn't get the November kit, there might be some that you can purchase on the site. Definitely check that out. I'll have a link below to the Cheeky Studio website so you can see it. But it came with the paper, the cut apart labels, the ephemera pieces, some super cute little corkboard stickers, add some great texture, and thickers. It came with a set of black American Craft stickers, which I have still been using on other layouts. And as I'm filming this, or doing this voiceover, I'm actually kind of out of the black thickers too. So I'm just trying to figure out where to put those leaves. I like that I stamped leaves, and at first I was thinking maybe I would add some of the leaves to the stamping and try to do something with that, but I didn't really like the way that looked. And I wanted those ephemera pieces to stand out, so I needed them to be not on pieces of orange. I'm going to add my stickers. Sorry that my head is in the way. Sometimes I have to get really close to the page to see what I'm doing, and make sure that I'm putting everything down straight and all of that stuff. And then I cut those stickers off of the page, off of the sticker sheet, and then I don't think, I think I cut too close to the edge there, so they were a little hard to peel up. But I like doing that. I like if I see a sticker or something and I want to use it, sometimes it's just easier to cut it out without peeling off the backing so that I can at least place it where I want it to go first and kind of figure that out. So I think the layout is almost done. I have to finish doing this and put down the title. The title is individual letters, so they're not connected, but it really wasn't that difficult to put them down. Here we go. But then I'm going to have some close-ups coming up, and obviously make sure that you follow the links below so that you can get to the Cheeky Studio website, and follow me on social media, subscribe to the YouTube channel, because every day, at least 5 days a week, I've got something going on up over at the blog, either a scrapbook layout or a book review, something about gluten-free food, so definitely check it out. And of course, on social media, I'm very active on there too, so I would love to connect with you guys there. So that's the title, that's the page. I would highly recommend that you play along with this challenge. It's such a fun challenge when you can only use like 2 colors basically. And then the Autumn Beauty from Cheeky Studio was just like totally perfect to go with this challenge. There are some of those corkboard pieces. I did use some of them on this layout. They have little hearts and flowers. They're just so pretty. So that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.